Guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a new video where we are going to dive into the charts again, because I have maybe a very interesting trading setup for you today, which then also collides together with the strategy that we talked about yesterday. Yesterday I uploaded two videos. One was the idea, the second one was an update on my trades, and now today we are going to look at where we are right now, what can we expect the next 24 to 48 hours. Let's get it. Before we do, as always, I'm going to ask you to smash the like button, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share this video with your friends if you think that's useful. Also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Those links are also in the description, so I post there multiple times a day. All free value about the markets, trades, and all kinds of good stuff, so definitely check that out. Now without further ado, let's start diving into the charts. This is the BTC USD here on the hourly, and I have one of my favorite patterns, and that is a triple divergence. As you can see right here, the price is going lower and the momentum wave is going higher. For me, this trading setup, and I said it already many times before, has a 100% success rate. I never had a trade that was unsuccessful based on a triple divergence. So I'm really looking out for. There is a slight problem here above, and that is that we have resistance on the point of control and the value area high, of course. That is that red line and that blue line right here. And other than that, underneath us we have the value area low here, but I have to say it looks actually pretty good. Also, if we would zoom out on the 2 hour, then you can also see that there also is a bullish divergence, not a triple divergence but a bullish divergence. So far so good. Yesterday we talked a few times about the scenario, us going lower, hitting that golden pocket, and then also sweeping the lows here, so underneath 20,700, and then going higher and take a lot of people by surprise. I am still in favor of that scenario, but we have to take it by a day, have to take it level by level, and right now we have this bullish divergence. And also, if I'm zooming in on today's price action so far, then you can see that we have been going down a little bit, but right away it was bought up. And look at all these amazing green candles here on the 15 minutes. It looks pretty good. And now also the retracement is not even that big. Matter of fact, it is pretty small. That shows me that the bulls are 100% in control here. Let me quickly put the 38.2 in there. Yeah, exactly. So you can see that we kind of just only retrace to the 38.2. Also, I have a white line in here. That is, as you can see, the VWAP. And we're also still trading above the VWAP. So we still have some support. And I would say after a pretty terrible Friday, that was when we had this massive dump down. So that was this week right here. That was also for the S&P a pretty bad day, for the Nasdaq. This was the weekend. Yesterday we had a recovery of the CME gap. I think that now we could go higher and maybe retest some of these highs and take out maybe this wick, where we said also in yesterday's video we have not really created a wick, so actually we should, and we can maybe then bounce off from the value area high, this blue line, where around this area I will build up a short position if we get there. But again, we're taking it day by day, level by level, trade by trade, so this is at least now what I'm looking out for. If we would go lower, then actually I want to see if we would break this kind of support line that's now coming into play. Maybe even we will make another divergence on the hourly. Don't think so, but it could be 2 more hours and then New York will open approximately. So that will be interesting to see. It would make sense to get maybe a little bit of a relief and then get out of this range. If not, then I'm just treating every bounce as maybe an opportunity to long if we can. I want to quickly go to the S&P 500, because that is, like I said already, at 2 pretty rad trading days. That was Friday and yesterday, and that caused us a little bit for a gap, to be honest. That is this right here. So we had, I think, approximately 3%-ish, yeah, 3 to 3.5%. Down, so to maybe have one green day in there, that actually would be nice in general. And I also said this yesterday, I'm still treating this as a little bit of a relief rally in a bear market, and the 2 major levels that I'm looking out for is first to see if we can hold that 4,000 level and this diagonal line that has been support and resistance now already for many weeks and months. As you can see, this was the top right here, and then it was resistance here. Here was once resistance here a few times before we broke through. Now we need to see if it's support or not. If it is support, then the retracement was small and we can really look at the upsides again. First target will be this top here. If not, like I said, I want to see if we can hold that 4,000. That is a psychological important number. We also talked about yesterday that I said, well, this actually needs to hold. That is that 4,160. We didn't. Okay, that's fine. Maybe then now what I could imagine is that it is maybe a little bit of a bounce like this, and then we are going lower. That would be actually really nice to trade if you want to trade the S&P, really respecting all levels. Now, something interesting I've seen, and that is the dollar index. We talk about this almost pretty much every day because it's just so correlated to the BTC price. And that is, as you can see, I put a yellow line on there and we made a double top. And to be honest, this reminds me right away of gold, where we also have seen a double top scenario. If this dollar index doesn't break this top very soon, then I think we're going to roll over. That will be very interesting to see, because if that happens, the dollar weakens, Bitcoin could unexpectedly really rally up, and the S&P can then also rally up again. If that doesn't happen and we are going to break it, I think I still have a target somewhere between 112 120. Those were the all-time highs from a few decades ago. Let me quickly zoom out so we can look at it. Yep, that was indeed around 2000s. I always said this is kind of my target, and don't take it with until the exact dollar, sorry. But between 112 120, that is a little bit what I'm looking out for now. But let's zoom in one more time, a little bit more on the micro, and there you can see that we actually had quite the run up in the last few days. You see money flow thick in the green, a lot of waves on the upside. That some cool off would make sense, but this thing is just so sensitive to the outside world, meaning that if shit hits the fan, people are running towards the dollar, and therefore the dollar index is rising and other currencies are done falling behind against the dollar. So that is a little bit the name of the game. But again, we have to acknowledge that once this is rallying up, then BTC is usually dumping in the other way around. The weird thing is, and I also said it yesterday, is that we had a rally yesterday quite severely. That is this right here. But BTC was not dumping. That means two things. A, BTC is lagging, or B, BTC is gaining strength towards the dollars, or there's a little bit of a decoupling. That doesn't always mean that every uptick for the dollar index is a downtick for BTC. We have those days, but it doesn't always have to be. So it could be that we have a little bit of a lagging or maybe decoupling. I am keeping a very close eye to this kinds of price action, and like I said, I want to see if we can break this or not. If not, it might all suddenly look very bright for BTC and S&P. So let's see how that goes. Again, guys, let's take it day by day, trade by trade, level by level, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, where I keep you updated about all kinds of stuff. If I suddenly have a legendary trade, I will also try to squeeze in a emergency video. So if you like this kind of stuff, please do me a favor, like and subscribe, click the bell, click it on so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share this video with your friends who think this is useful, and also again, like I said, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. See you guys very soon again in the next one. Bye bye.